Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Azar. Now it's Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he decides to cross it. And that has been knocked clear.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieri finds himself offside. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Lam. Great vision. Donadoni. Referee has just said play on.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Al Nassr are looking to break at pace. Donadoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
This is Romario! Goal, Milan! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vieri running with intent. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then. Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's Hazard! Oh, crossbar! Time and again they are repelled. Oh, that's a Cruyff! No, not quite.
Cruyff really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kimmich. And here's Hazard. Romario. And the shot! That is some save from De Gea. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Donadoni. And that's a... And Romario! Oh, good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And yes, it's him again. Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Hazard. That is good alertness. Rafinha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter. And the crowd are reacting.
And a header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he cuts out the supply. And this is Hazard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's intervened well there. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Gets a good foot in there. Davids. Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. And he's quick to return it.
Has been indicated.
Nicely aimed pass. 2 minutes to be added on. Hazard. Shot could be on. Rijkaard. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Today that
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he
applies the finish! Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what...
Romario! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh, good ball! And he's in on goal! It's Zico! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
So we're still where we started right now. Bebeto just eases him off the ball. Bebeto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Courtois is there to clear. Approaching the half-hour mark. Looking for the run. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's got the beating of his man. He's dealt with that really well. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Very nicely done. Zico. He's gone for goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
For your safety.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Thuram. Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pinches it off him. Del Piero cuts a frustrated figure up. Bebeto! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's lost his man here. Yamal. He's going all the way. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now he can run away with it.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne. Strokes it back. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kvaratskhelia. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Good ball. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Yamal, steaming forward at pace. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kimmich. And it's Cruyff. And here's Del Piero. It's a loose ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kimmich. Knocks it out wide. And he's quick to return it. Kimmich is the distributor. Del Piero! And that has been knocked clear. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Yamal. Yamal showed plenty. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement.
And we are up to the break.
Milan really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Number 21, Kvaratskhelia.
So off we go again.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's Ronaldinho! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is... And the shot! And that's another fine save.
Messi really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save. Pretty robust defending.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Cruyff. Oh, that is a...
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! A finish of true class!
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Knocks it into space. Cafu plays it in. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on.
Oh, what a mistake! Rijkaard.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Played into space. Opts for safety. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Looking tidy in possession here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment.
And Del Piero! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 6. Joshua
So
Kimmich.
changes afoot here, and from both sides.
De Bruyne. Coming on the field. Number 10. Hadrian. Schneider. Substitution.
Guardiola. A probing pass. And this is Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
Oh, and the referee says that that is it. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan really...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements.
It's Nedved! Now then, the ball's come loose. Thuram cuts out the pass. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Milan already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Substitutions taking place.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Lahm. Romario, and here's Azar. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Gently done. Well read, nice interception. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Davids scooting forward. Vermaelen. And it's Vermaelen. And it's Davids. And here's from decent chance! Thuram can clear it away. Now Saliba. Kimmich getting on for a third of the way through the game. Romario unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Milan can of course make a change whenever they choose. Kimmich. And it's Lahm. Out towards the flank. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's there to belt it away.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. reflections on the first half?
Milan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So
There's the shot!
well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shabby!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Impressive jump! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
It's a searching pass. Maldini calmly anticipates. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now the ball's gone astray. And they win it back again. Botafogo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And the pass is intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Bale. Now it's Del Piero. Rijkaard. Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 9.
Botafogo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 24.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Number 14. Rooney. Number 22. Conte.
Gerrard.
Number
No way
23.
through.
Gerrard.
Bale. Del Piero.
2 added minutes.
Well, they
have been
shouldn't be
indicated.
dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Bale. Goes looking wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And time is up. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Quick announcement, it is now time for our...